Welcome back, party members, to the new progress report. Well, I guess not really progress report, but the monthly update for the Coffin of Andy and Leyley. Overall, this has actually been a pretty exciting month. I mean, I know it's not official, but we had the mod, the Andrew and Renee mod. But yeah, now we are back with the new update. Let's go ahead and just jump on into it and take a look. Alrighty, first off, just because I saw it, it was kind of funny. The first time I saw this cover image, I honestly thought it was like that Virgin meme, where it's like the guy dressed in all black and he's like kind of hunched over. So this threw me for a loop when I first saw it, but surprise, it's all Decay. October poll results. Last month I asked you if you prefer getting 3A, Decay Part 1 of 2, straight away, or later when Episode 4, Decay Part 2 of 2 is ready. Alrighty, and opening this on up, we do get kind of what we expected, that poetry wins, so both episodes will be released at the same time at a later date. But let's go ahead and take a look at these pictures. First, we have Ashley, and she's like, I just thought there'd be no one here to put us in jail for our wicked deeds. And it almost looks like they're at the top of that lighthouse maybe that we saw before, because we do have more of a rounded room with maybe a hatch down here at the bottom, or it could be stairs here going down. Actually, that's more what that's like right there. And then we have the siblings sitting here in the back on what appears to be maybe a bed. So I guess, you know, we probably solved the puzzle we did before with like getting the moon, stuff like that. Get to the top of the lighthouse-esque tower here, and now, yeah, we have some kind of scene up here at the top. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we could be eating better. We got like a little glass back there. No idea why we have chains coming from the ceiling. Who knows? Could be very lore important. We hang all of our victims here. You know, it's like a trophy collection system. But we're likely still on the run at this point because, you know, she's like, hey, no one's here to put us in jail for our wicked deeds. And we have like little backpacks here as well. So probably one of our layovers on our, you know, quest for freedom or whatever. And we have us back at the campsite that we've seen in, I believe it was 9 and 5 for the progress reports. And we have Andrew saying, what can I say? You bring my demons out. You know, Ashley does not look too happy here, so, you know, he's probably making some snide remark or joke at Ashley's expense, and she's just like the angry, she's almost like the angry cat meme here, where she's just like, huh, you know, at the end of the table while Andrew's making his remarks at the other end. But looking a little bit closer at this, I'm guessing this is a prequel to the other one that we had seen, because if we take a look at it, right, we have the plank here, we have all like the grown in vegetation, where if we go down to number 5, oh, it helps if I actually scroll properly. Yeah, and getting down here to number 5, we see that the plank here has been moved to here, almost as if it's like a path leading up, out, you know, further into the level. We have now a star with a circle around it, so who knows, maybe we're trying another demon summoning ritual. And, you know, Andrew having a existential crisis about the delights of camping. So, you know, the usual fun stuff that Andrew goes through. And also in this one, the vegetation is gone. So, I don't know, my two thoughts are either we've eaten it at this point because we need sustenance out here while camping, or it was an afterthought to the art to make it pop a little bit more, because it actually does work pretty well, where we kind of get a bit more contrast here, where instead of all being like dark colors, we have a few light ones that kind of pop, bring it more of like a cohesive design to the image. And then as well as certain design elements don't get muddled as much because we do have a little bit more lighter elements that are kind of popping forward here. Yeah, and then the other one was here in number 9, where it is the forest. Like, we see that these have been added in here, so that's where I'm like, I feel like it's more just a design element more than like, haha, we ate all the plants in the forest for food. But it does seem like Nemley really likes to give us these two scenes, the in the forest and then at the lighthouse tower, whatever you want to call it. So guessing that along with the gas station is going to be some main elements in the next chapter here, probably for our big like 3 scenes throughout it. And then, well, you know, all the flashback stuff with school, the demon world, all that sort of fun stuff. And then moving on, we have the author poll results, kind of what we were looking at before with the, do we get 1 of 2 first or both at the same time? And unexpectedly, the overwhelming majority voted to wait, with about a 3,000 vote lead, so that's actually pretty insane. And then there were also 2,100 plus comments of the same pattern, overwhelmingly poetry with a few arguments for Gotta Have It. Dang it. We've lost Gotta Have It party members. Oh well, I mean, now we're just in for the long haul of waiting. But yeah, as per majority wishes, 3A and 4 will be shipped together after 4 is ready. When will it be ready? Who knows? Making 3A has taken a year, so, well, it'll be a while. Yeah, we're gonna be in for quite the long haul here. But at least for me, my thoughts are that if 3A took about a year and 4, I mean, we don't know the exact length of 4, so assuming that's going to be a little bit shorter, we're probably at least like 8 months out from getting the full release here. So, yeah, we have quite the wait to go, party members, but I guess we'll make do in the meantime. And then we have another little doodle from Leyley. There we go, I just said a little bit, and Andrew's like, as much as I love a good murder-suicide, maybe we should look within to find out why we treat each other so horribly. And Ashley replies, or maybe you should fuck me. Or maybe I should fuck you. You know, the usual things that we love to see. And then we have the big do all 3 in the moral decay of Andrew Graves. Available never. Dun dun dun. That'll be the next thing to come out, the moral decay of Andrew Graves, instead of the actual decay route. I could see it. It would be a fun time. Now I just kind of want a higher resolution of this, like, Ashley eating a sandwich one, because I do like the little kind of, I don't know, chalk aesthetic to this one, but I would love to see a full-blown, just, I don't know, Ashley eating the sandwich, just as like a reaction image to use. And then just as a bit of closing words, thank you for the input. I'm glad I asked. I was fully prepared to release 3A alone, had the majority expressed they don't mind a cliffhanger. Now I know that would have absolutely been the wrong call. Enjoy the wait, it's going to be a long one. Ever worsening regards, the author. Dun dun dun. And that's where it's like, it's gonna be a long one. It's like, yeah, we're in probably at least an 8-month haul here. You know, who knows? Maybe it'll be a year. Maybe November 1st of next year. Like, it'll be a Halloween release. Kind of like us getting candy scabs, except it's gonna be this game and not Halloween themed. So not at all like candy scabs. But who knows? Maybe we'll see it then. Alrighty, and then that is everything for this monthly update. It was rather short, so hopefully it's not too short of a video. But I do have a few things that I do want to talk about before we wrap up here, so definitely feel free to stick around. If not, no worries. The first thing I want to do is thank everyone for subscribing and joining our party over the last month. Seeing us jump from 500 to 600 subscribers over the last month has been pretty insane. So it's one where I thank everyone for subscribing, and our next stop is 1,000, and you know, at that point then we'll have more of a foothold towards world domination. So, you know, that's never a bad thing. And then if you haven't seen it, I did mention it really quickly at the beginning, but there was an Andrew and Renee mod released earlier this month, so we did actually do a quick playthrough of that. It's pretty much the episode 1 story, but following Andrew and Renee instead of Andrew and Ashley. Kind of interesting, so if you do want more content, there is that to check out. I know it's been brought to my attention that there are a few other mods, like, I think it's like Andrew and Leyley, which I think when I was looking into it is more like an OC self-insert. So not sure if I'm going to play that one. I do have a few more reservations about playing that than actual like in-game characters. You know what? At this rate, we should just make our own mod. Instead of Andrew, it'll be Carl Weezer. We'll have Carl Weezer and he'll just be like, Ashley, we need to break out of this apartment so we can go to Llama-Palooza. And then that'll be the whole mod. Carl just wants to go to Llama-Palooza and doesn't want to be in the apartment anymore. Perfect. Hit mod. Better than the original game. 10 billion downloads. But joking aside, it will be another month before we do get another update video, so if you do need some content to keep you entertained in the meantime, we do play a lot of other horror games here on the channel. Like, we just finished Amanda the Adventurer 2. Before that, we played Chooksy, which is just kind of an insane body cam horror game. And then this week, I think we have Captured, which is like an anomaly game that, oh my gosh, the game was awful. I'm gonna take so long to edit that game because it was so bad. Not like the game is bad, but the game cheats. I was so close to quitting. I actually quit and then I had to like come back like 10 minutes later and actually finish the game. And then I think we have another like mascot horror called like Finding Frankie. I don't know. It's something new that kind of popped up on my radar. So if you do want some other horror-themed games, we do have those. Or if you just want something kind of unhinged, honestly, Conker's Bad Fur Day is, in some ways, almost more unhinged than this game, in my opinion. But definitely do check those out if you want some content that's not Coffin of Andy and Leyley related here on the channel, or if you're just looking for something new to watch. And then outside of that, I think that is everything that I have. If there's anything that you want to see me try here on the channel, definitely let me know. I'm always open to trying new experiences, and definitely let me know as well what you think of this new kind of not progress report, just monthly update style. I mean, it still kind of felt like a progress report, just not as, I don't know, in-depth or as long as the other ones. And with that, thank you once again for watching, party members, and thank you to all the new party members that have been joining us recently. My name is Haven, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.